Welcome back, one and all, to Trails to Azure. Last time we fought a monster and then got our asses kicked by two pretty girls. But I did win the first tussle. This time we're going over to Station Street to talk to one Mueller Vander looking for his musician. Where is he? That's Mueller? Hey Lloyd, that guy there is giving off some real intense vibes. Don't tell me he's our client. Excuse me, sir, we're with the special support section. I've been waiting for you. Thank you for coming. Yep, that's Mueller. My name is Mueller. I work as a talent manager for Airbonia's music industry. That is a lie. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. A talent manager? He does not look the part. If anything, he feels more like a bodyguard. I feel like I've heard his name before. Is something wrong? Not at all. If it's alright with you, would you mind going into the specifics of your request? You mentioned something about a missing musician, as I recall? I take it that means you're their manager. Correct. We traveled to Crossville as part of his concert tour. However, the moment I took my eyes off him, he went missing. He puts me in a tight spot. I'm little to go on in the city I'm not familiar with. I could see that posing some difficulty. Crossville City is quite large. Yes, though I'm sure that won't be the only hurdle to contend with. In any case, could I ask you to search for him? Yeah, sure. Of course. Could you give us some more details on what we're looking for? Gladly. My client goes by the name Olivier Lindheim. Yes, that is Olivier, not Oliver. This is Oliver's alias. Olivier Lindheim, a traveling bard and minstrel from the Empire. He's a blond man in his 20s, often clad in a white coat sporting a lute. A lute? Wouldn't that make him stand out like a sore thumb? How hard could it be to find this guy? If only things were so simple, a mere search and retrieval mission shouldn't be an issue, ordinarily. But you see, Olivier's personality is a bit, problematic. He is an incurable need to stick his nose in other people's business, only to cause more trouble. To be frank, he's a nuisance, a fool, and a real pain in my... Anyway, I see. Ideally, I'd like you to find him right away, so as to keep his tour schedule intact, but I know better than to get my hopes up. Yeah, sure. Olivia has a tendency to draw in bustling crowds or places of ill repute. He also fancies himself a gourmet, so he may have slipped away to some sort of eating establishment. So look, the downtown district... Well, let me write this down. Let me jot this down. Move that over here. Idiot locations. Downtown. The back alley. Entertainment. Now, if he went to get a bite to eat, he may be at Long Wow. I'd say you're right on track there, but I've already combed those districts. You'd better off excluding them from your search. He undoubtedly knows I'm looking for him. He's probably avoiding the most obvious spots. That complicates things. But if he's drawn in large crowds, then the Harbor District. Check Harbor. I believe Mishi is scheduled to make an appearance there. I see. It sounds to me like you have a good list of possibilities. My apologies. I wish I had more concrete information. Don't worry. This is plenty. Sure thing. Okay. So let's go check the Harbor District. I get the feeling I'm gonna get a whole bunch of run around. Well, there's the crowd in Mishi. I kind of wish Tio was here to... well, obviously Tio. I kind of wish Kia were here to see this. I remember when we went to Michelin, her eyes lit up when she saw Mishy. A redheaded man in a gaudy suit. Sounds like someone we know. Acts like him, too. Do you know where he went, by chance? Well, he didn't. He said he was going to find some dessert, and then he made his way toward the entertainment district. Okay, so that's Lecter. Check around the corner. No. I guess she gets annoyed if you go back there. I wonder if it's going to stop me. Yep. Closed. He wouldn't be an administrative, maybe. But I'm not seeing... I'm definitely not seeing a blonde dickhead here. I want to go to the entertainment district real quick just to see if I can't spot Lecter. I'm going to guess casino, because it's Lecter. Hello, Gantz. Huh. Not here. Maybe he's in the Arkansas show floor. Okay, I can't even go in there. He might be in one of the hotel rooms. I want to see if I can find Toa in one of the hotel rooms. I want to show her. No one in here. Nobody in here. Nobody here. Nobody here. Nobody here. Okay. And yet you're still in here drinking. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Ah, bitch and moan some more, why don't you? Those voices. Lloyd, look. The hell's wrong with you, Slash? Use your freaking head for once. What are we going to do if Wald drinks himself to death? Because the way things are going, he's already halfway there. I told you that's why I'm weighing our options here. It's not my fault nothing's come to mind yet. Get off my damn case. Oh yeah? How about your shit for brains idea of taking him sightseeing on top of the tower? That'll cheer him up. What do you think he is, a 7-year-old? If he was, he sure as hell wouldn't be in this hole in the first place. Seriously, has anyone ever told you how much of a grade A dumbass you are? Bastard, you want to start giving out scores? Then I'm going to give you a grade A, and if I'm a grade A dumbass, then you're a grade triple S. You haven't even come up with one idea. Oh yeah? What are you going to do? Let's go. Knock it off. Speaking of triple S dumbasses. Where do you get up pulling weapons on each other? You're supposed to be comrades. Stay out of this, Carrot Top. It ain't none of your goddamn business. This is all Wazzy's fault anyway. You're the one who turned your back alley into the downtown district. Turned your back on the downtown district. Yeah, Wald wouldn't even be in this if it weren't for your chicken shit ass. Well, Wazzy, you gonna own up to it or what? Hold on a second, Wazzy didn't do anything. Whatever. This is just pissing me off even more. Guess what you have to lay you chumps out first. Now you're talking. Don't get your face smashed in, Huey. I still gotta do it myself later. What should we do, Lloyd? This is going beyond boys will be boys territory. Well then, let's knock some sense into them. This keeps up, we'll have no choice but to subdue them. And there's Olivier. Such needless conflict will only link the chains of hatred across your otherwise delightful hearts. To you who scuffle in the streets, I give you a timeless gift of song. It is a soothing yet mournful ballad intended to unite the hearts of those ragamuffins who have lost their way. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the sky, like a guiding light they show me the blah 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 blah, the yearning passion tears in my twain, and the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be... Oh, the little girl's gonna fuck with him. Probably gonna push him off. Shut the hell up, Blondie! It's Chingo! God. Oh, he's on top of her roof. Well, hello there, little kitten. There's something the matter. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a delightful performance. Autographs would have to wait until after the show. Moreover, it would be more dangerous if you kicked me down from this height. Why, there may not be an encore. Would you shut the hell up already? Quit your caterwauling and get off my damn roof. We're trying to run a business here. Fine, please. Calm your... I said get down! Well, at least he's down now. You alive, Blondie? Still breathing? I guess so. Oh, well, that was something. Man, this ain't even fun anymore. Later. What the hell was up with that? Forget about him. Let's bail. They left. All's well that ends well? Well, would you look at that? I managed to nip the bud of blossoming fight here in the city of sin. Another deborn adventure complete. Once again, my lute has brought peace by spreading the gentle chords of love and devotion. I don't know what that word is, and I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. Sometimes I'm almost frightened by my level of genius. Hello, Olivier. What? You're moonwalking. Are you dizzy? You hit your head? Excuse me, but are you alright? Sound like a hard fall. Worry not, my fair lady. A fall from that height is absolutely nothing to a man who has kissed the dewdrop skies of this very continent. What is wrong with this guy? I think he hit his head. Do excuse the minor interruption. Now that I've regained my composure, we can continue my grand sonata. Gather round, ladies and gentlemen. Now, where was I? In this fleeting dream. Please, you don't have to do that. Hey, Lloyd, could he be a blonde musician, white coat? He definitely fits the description. Mueller said he could be a handful, but he's nothing like I'd expected. You must be Olivier, am I right? The one and only, my darling. It is I, the unparalleled genius, the wandering bard and seeker of love, Olivier Lindheim. Praise be to Adios. It is by her grace that you have had the pleasure of witnessing one of my famous impromptu performances. Engrave this day into your hearts, for it has surely been a once-in-a-lifetime experience for you all. Right. Hold on a tick. You knew my name before I introduced myself. How was that possible? I don't believe I uttered my name once since coming to Crossbell. Have we perhaps met somewhere before? Not exactly. We're with the Special Support Section. We've been looking for you, per the request of your agent Mueller. You know who we're speaking of, right? Ah, I see. So you're the ones. That Mueller, he's such a worrywart as ever. Surely he knows by now that time apart will never dampen the measure of our love. On the contrary, it makes our hearts both fonder and bolder. Wait, They're saying you two are, yeah, no, I seriously doubt that. That's besides the point. Can you please come back with us to Mueller now? I'm afraid not, officers of the law. I have to make the most of Crossbell while I still can. I'd be quite occupied tomorrow, you see. Occupied. Nothing you need to concern yourself over. But do keep in mind that if I claim to be unable to look the other way, I will do everything in my power to give you no say in the matter. Really now. And just how do you plan on going about that? Wait, is that the famous Julius Schwarr standing right over there? What? Really? Where? Wait a second. I don't see any. Where'd she... Hey, you really fell for the oldest trick in the book. Till next time we meet, my friends. Ta-ta. Wait. Lookest thou over there? He got away. We just fell for one of the oldest tricks in the book. Of course Captain Schwartz wouldn't be in a place like this. I can already tell this dude is going to be a pain in the ass. Reminds me of Lecter. Never mind that, let's chase after him. The only question is, where did he go? He may be in the... So, back alley or harbor. Okay. Well, I didn't get a cutscene, so let's check the harbor. Of course. That is kind of a funny picture, seeing him next to Mishy. Wow, that's a lot of people. They must be here for the Mishy event. I believe this is what the theme park staff are doing for the day, seeing as Michelin is closed during the conference. It's a shame Tio isn't here to see this. I was thinking that earlier. I think they're about to do a dance number. Why don't we stick around after all we're all ready? There he is. Olivier and Mishy exchanged a firm handshake. I kind of like how the Mishy mascot's just fucking rolling with it. To be frank, your dancing prowess is something to be commended. You're not too shabby yourself, fella. Where did you learn to dance? I'm rather fond of the ballroom dancing myself. Naturally, my preferred partner would be a beautiful woman, but you are a fine stand-in, my furry companion. Though I suppose I shouldn't have expected any less from Crossbell's most beloved mascot. Ah, stop it, you're making me blush. What in God's name is he doing? Looks like he barged in to take some of the spotlight for himself. I think it's funny how the Mishy mascot and the staff just fucking roll with it. Whatever. Remember when Mueller asked us to prevent him from drawing attention to himself? That's out the window now. Oh no, I've been discovered. My apologies, dear Mishy, but I must vacate the premises now. No, that's too bad. Let's dance together at Michelin Wonderland next time. Now, that is one wish I promised to bring to fulfill. Whatever! Parting is such sweet sorrow, but the bond we have forged today will linger in the heart of eons to come. Adios, mi amigo. Bye-bye. Well, white men can jump. He cut and ran again. I get the feeling like he's used to this sort of thing. On the bright side, this narrows down to the number of places he could escape to. It's not going to matter either way unless we start chasing him. He ran this way, so he probably went through the entertainment into the back alley. Probably in granite. Of course. Olivier? Oh, he's pretty good, isn't he? Well, at least you can block the door. Thank you for listening to my serenade. Bravo. You're amazing, mister. What would you say to signing on as our live entertainment for a while? I'd be willing to compensate you, of course. My, that does sound oh so tempting. He's been down that road before in LaBeurle. He wound up getting put in jail because he stole a bottle of vintage wine. I gladly accept your gracious offer. Wait a damn minute. What's this? Found me already, have you? Now you're going around taking random side jobs? This dude's got some screws loose. I urge you to cease this immediately. Well-earned flattery. Admittedly well-earned flattery. Why, I can feel my cheeks reddening already. No one's flattering you, jackass. He really is a jackass, but I kind of love him for it. We're taking you with us this time. Now surely you don't know when to give up. Life isn't meant to be a constant chase. You have to stop and smell the grand roses. Grand rosé. Roses, too. Sip it slowly, like a fine wine. And so, I shall offer you a gift to brighten up your weary, dreary hearts. A melody woven into this very essence of love and devotion. Ugh. Oh, what troubles you, mademoiselle? Make no mistake, with such melancholy sigh, may have its charms. A beautiful young woman should never be without happiness in her heart. Let me make something perfectly clear. Mueller requested that we retrieve you no matter what it takes. He even authorized us to use force, as a matter of fact. He insisted on it. Point taken. I surrender. That smile is more terrifying than other things that usually scare her. As disappointing as it is, the time has come for me to sail with the tide. Very well then. Would you be so kind as to escort me to Mueller? Just to be safe, I think it'd be better idea if Mueller came here. As much as I hate to put him out of his way. That's definitely the safest choice. No doubt he'd try to give us the slip the second we stepped outside. It pains me to see how little trust I instill. You'll live. Anyway, I'll try contacting the station to see if Mueller, so I can get Mueller. Good work, everyone. Thanks to all of you, I was able to corral this nuisance before he got too carried away. No problem. Glad we could help. Corral? Why, you make me sound like common livestock, and I know for a fact that I am so much more than that. Then again, degradation does have its own special charm, I suppose. If that's what you're into, I'm more than happy to take all the abuse you can muster, my dear Mueller. Shut up! By the way, this isn't an act. He's just like this. That's just who Olivier is. I take it back. Please don't hurt me. My apologies, everyone. This idiot and I have a bit of history together. He never learned his lesson, so I always end up having to cut his leash shorter and shorter. Sounds like you're used to dishing out tough love. Love doesn't begin to cover it. There's nothing like having a companion who truly supports you. Then again, who wouldn't want to accompany one such as myself, known for almost as many virtues and good deeds as the goddess above? Does that count as heresy? I don't even think Adios could get this ne'er-do-well to repent. I'm afraid you're right, but as far as I'm aware, the church's sermons aren't nearly as hard-hitting as mine. No, please, I'll behave myself, Mueller. Please don't encourage this savagery, I beg of you. Something tells me this is their usual friendly banter. We should be going. There's still quite a bit on our agenda. Thank you again for all your help. Don't mention it, all in a day's work. Though if you don't mind me saying, I wouldn't take my eyes off him if I were you. I know all too well. And our revelry reaches its inevitable denouncement. I bid you adieu, ladies and gentlemen. May we meet again, fates permitting. Yes, sure. My only regret is never receiving the luxury of frolicking with Mishy at that oft-rumored resort park. Wait a moment. Your division takes contract work, yes? Would that mean I could request you to serve as our guides? Ah, Me and my strokes of genius. Well, we'll have so much fun, even an incorrigible sourpuss like Mueller would. Mueller, it was just a little joke. No. He's just taking him back to the hotel at this point. And there they go. Not every day you meet a duo like them. On second thought, I feel like there's more to those two that meets the eye. You heard him. Fate's permitting, we might get the chance to ask them yourself sometime. Honestly, that might be more trouble than it's worth. That man, he basically threatened Olivier the entire time, but is he? No, he couldn't be. Something wrong, Ellie? You seem pretty quiet. It's nothing. Cool. Then I think this one's a wrap. You dimwit, for once in your life, could you keep your whims in your head where they belong? You know full well what kind of place Crossbell is. It would make my life infinitely easier if you would take more consideration for the position you're in. What's this? Sounds like someone's been fretting themselves over little old me. Besides, you know I can't help it. I just had to see all the city has to offer before my duties shackled me. As a result, my little excursion, I feel I've come to understand why they dubbed this place the City of Sin. That's not all I've caught wind of. A certain someone we know has been shifting his pieces behind the curtain. Is that so? Then at least you managed to get something useful out of this. Indeed, and thanks to you, Mueller, I was able to have a little preview of what's to come. Which reminds me, how go the arrangements? I'm only able to romp and frolic about the way I do because I know you can manage just fine without me. I'm not the one to be concerned about, but yes, I've already contacted them. They need to know that our schedule has been delayed, no thanks to you. Well, in that case, let us make haste. It would be unbecoming of us to keep those two lovely ladies waiting. Yeah, that's Oliver Trice-Yarner. Let's report in on those. I'm going to end this one here. Thank you all for watching. Join me next time on Trails to Azure as we go look for a cat. But until then, I be the TheDarkSeraph signing off. Goodbye.